This is the Bihn Bixi, okay? New travel bag slash EDC bag from them. Comes in at 350 bucks. It has a few color options for the external and the internal. Okay, 350 bucks. Might sound like more than you want to pay for something that looks like just a bag, but here's the deal. It's American made by wizards. Case in point number one. All right, these straps are really delicious. You see how this mesh comes up and over? They call this their edgeless straps. This bag was designed to be both like an EDC and, how are we doing on size here? This is with nothing in it right now. What do you think about the size of this thing? These straps are really comfortable, even when it's packed out. I love the simple realness of this bag. Blue sign, 630D ballistic nylon. This is the green on the inside. This pocket goes all the way down. It does have a little dimension built into it. You see that? Like their synapse, got some little wizards, little things like this. You wouldn't notice when you just at first glance. But it's the kind of thing that makes using a bag like this again and again and again great. What does this mean? It means I've got some volume here. I can shove things when I need to, like a puffy jacket or something like that, all the way down. I could also fit my, you know what I mean, right? Right? You know what I'm talking about. Here we have a little zipper, goes all the way down. Actually, this is... Every once in a while, you find yourself out in the world doing real work. Why? Because you're a businessman. And so you need a place. Look at that. Look at that. To put your papers? Your business papers, man? I couldn't get through that one. Now, this is where I'm always gonna feel a little bit like, come on, Bihn, give me some performance mesh, give me something. But the truth is, when you pack out in something like this, and you've got your dongles and everything, like this pocket has like slightly more space, it's very simple. I would love like, you know, some stretchy mesh in here. I have not had a problem with this. This is the kind of thing that feels utilitarian and simple and good. And that's why Bihn ends up having these avid fans that buy their bags year after year and stay with them for decades. Another thing that's very Bihn is you'll see these O-rings occasionally, O-rings, and they are made for lashes like this. So you could put on one of their, for instance, organizers like this. You get a little see-through bit on one of these pockets here, and you never have to worry about losing this. You just have it attached. That's our front admin pocket. Then our main compartment. This is built for travel. That's how they designed it, but they also wanted it to be good as a daily carry item. I tend to pull these things out of a bag. I love that they're removable. Look at this. We got some meshies over here, and this isn't normal mesh. You're gonna feel a thickness on this that is like, ooh. Yeah, these are like them big birthy undies, you know what I mean? Every once in a while, you gotta contain, you know, you gotta pull a lot in and you need to not make any holes in it. I don't know who this guy is. I ain't sure. I haven't named this character yet. I think this might be the first time I brought him out in there, you know, but he likes this mesh a lot. One thing you'll notice in here is there are some O-rings in these pockets. Not a lot of structure on this panel here, just the liner and your external material. Let's throw in some clothes in here. Not with the packing cube, though Bihn does make some nice lightweight packing cubes. This is just meshy, so you can see through it. I always recommend a packing cube that has some transparency and some see-through. It makes a big difference. You can just visually identify what's going on. When you're traveling and the lights are low and you're in a new spot, your nervous system's freaking out, listen to me on that. Take some shoes here. Look at these. I'm loving these. I'm not gonna talk about these. I'll link to them below. Okay, solid depth inside this compartment here. I'd say we're just like maybe just 5 inches. I have more space. I could easily shove more here. Big ol' honkin' number 10 zipper, okay? You can see this toothiness, super toothy. Tom Bihn also sell this bag with a bunch of zipper pulls you can add on. I tend to only put them on, for example, the main compartment, so I don't have like dangle all over the place, but it's great to be able to visually and just physically feel where the main compartment is. Then we've got the laptop compartment, which does have a little dangly poo over here. 17-inch laptop compartment. You can see this. This fits way down there. Feels really good. There is a meshy right here. I can try to throw this into to keep it up off the bottom a bit more because the laptop pocket itself goes all the way down there. Can you see this little meshy? It's like a little bit of an air mesh pulling it up off the bottom of the bag down right around there. Okay, notice that we're standing on our own here. It will not always do that, but sometimes it will, depending on how you have it packed out. Notice how satisfying this silhouette is. It feels like the right amount. I really like the simplicity of this bag right now. I haven't even hit one of my actual favorite, it's a very simple thing, one of my favorite parts on this bag. But this feels so good as a simple bag with a solid admin compartment, laptop compartment, and then just space on the inside. Two more things going on here, our side handle and our top handle. I just dig it. It feels really playful. It feels nice. It's gonna feel that way for a long time. It's just some padding wrapped with some of this 630D blue sign material. It's gonna feel great for a long time. I wanna call them humanitarian designs from Tom Bihn. And what I love about this is it's totally different than anything they've done in the past, and yet it feels so Tom Bihn. It feels so Tom Bihn. And I actually like this a lot. Then the final favorite thing for me is this water bottle compartment, which again, we've got a decent, beefy, stretchy mesh right here and a thick layer of elastic right here on the top. This just, it just behaves really well. And even when there's nothing in it, it just looks good. It just feels a little bit sleek, again, for a Tom Bihn bag. A couple things that I think about this is this simple panel loader kind of thing where you're just opening and getting access. There is nothing to it. It's just a sack with a lot of capacity. And here on the bottom, you can get a little sense of that, at least 5 inches, probably more than 5 inches, because this lid comes down, it has a little bit of space kind of built into it. So that big box style bag, I actually really love. As someone who has used hundreds of bags, I actually like this. It's very extensible. You can do a lot of different things with it. Another thing that comes to mind here, these big beefy zips for Tom Bihn, you're gonna be able to do this for a billion years. This bag is gonna last a very long time. So that $350 amortized over the cost of over 10 years. I mean, I think the thing that might wear out first maybe would end up being these kinds of straps. I know they have like warranty and repair program, but I wouldn't want to change these at all. This is sexy. This is so sexy, you guys. It just feels sleek and sexual. It feels sexual every time you grab it. It's caressing. It's like literally holding itself to you, like, don't leave me, right? But it's soft and cushioned, right? But then you feel the weight of it. I like our admin pocket. As I use my bag, this is probably all I would use, to be honest. And maybe throwing my charger into here. I don't have a great quick access, like little just AirPods sunglasses kind of thing. That's all gonna be in this admin pouch. And then here I am in daily carry mode where I just have my laptop and some admin stuff. I don't have anything in that main compartment. Easy to throw a sweater in or something like that. And I don't know what it looks like. But I'll tell you, it feels really good. It feels very light, and I feel like I can go anywhere with this thing. And then when I get there, if I need to grab something, if I need to buy something, if I need to throw, like I've got so much space that I could throw in here, but it doesn't necessarily look like a huge bag. I don't know, I'm not looking at it. You are, so you be the expert. What do you think about this Bixi bag? I think it may be my favorite Tom Bihn bag to date. I like it a lot. I really just think that the design and the shape feels great. Again, these handles, I've always said that a bag company will tell you what to think about them with their handle. This is when you're the most tactile with this thing, with your hands, with your freaking digits, your phalanges. And the shape's just great. And it's just great. What's your take on the Bixi? Should we do a ramble? The seduction of hopelessness. That hopelessness can actually become seductive. I was just talking today with my friend who was trying to get into a little more of a dream state. Before figuring out all the things that need to happen to make something happen, before feeling like, it's probably not gonna work, he was trying to like step away from that dampened, like it's probably not gonna work. And step more into just the hope, just a dream. Like, hey, maybe it works. Maybe it works out. Maybe it works out better than we imagined. To get into a little bit of a dream state. And you know what that is? That's vulnerable. That feels stupid to me. Like, I think to my body, I think I've learned that that's stupid. Don't be an idiot. Don't be an idiot. What, are you gonna be a musician? Don't be an idiot. And sometimes those like slaps are like well placed, and yeah, don't do that. Don't touch yourself like that in public, buddy. In Europe, I've heard talked about it like tall poppy syndrome. Grow up too high, you're gonna get your flowers cut off, right? This contributes to how seductive hopelessness can be. It actually feels like an insight. I actually feel smarter when I'm hopeless. When I'm hopeful, I'm vulnerable. You can cut me down. So it's quite courageous to have hope, I think. That's what I'm saying here in this ramble. Is that, yeah, I think it's seductive to be hopeless. I think it might be more efficient to be hopeless. Like we might be easier to lock into hopelessness than it is to step up into a little bit of a hope. Like that might take some courage. And I want that for me. I don't want to be trapped in seduction by hopelessness anymore. Bye.